Hello, I'm Anthony Hudson. Today's game from Williamstown. Providing special comments for today's game is Gary Lyon.
Cheers, Hutto. Today's an exciting match.
A chance for these sides to gain some confidence from a win in this practice match. And today it's Sydney versus the Suns. They run on in... Here we go. Gillespie Jones got in the better position. She gains the possession. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Guided down nicely by Gillespie Jones. Gets it away under pressure. Collects the loose ball. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. One down by Gillespie Jones. Hacking it out of there. Takes a simple grab. A chance here to convert for Gold Coast. Just gets a hand in. Ends up turning it over. Gate pushes through with power. It'll be a ball up right near the boundary line. Taps it down.
Let him up.
My ball, says the umpire. Wins the ruck duel. The umpire pays deliberate. Oh, that's an interesting call. Doing well with the mark. Handball's out into space. They can link up now. With the ball now. 22 releases the ball. She celebrates hard after that. The first goal of the day for Sydney. Won the hit out. Has it now. Ball up in the centre square. 6 just slaps it down. Puts boot to ball. Looks like the ball will be coming back. 22 hacking it out of there. Goes short by hand. Misses her target by hand. Runs it over the boundary line. Drennan runs onto the field. What can you tell us, Gaz?
This is a classic game we're seeing right now.
Punches are clear. They can create from this. 12 slips the tackler. She couldn't get the hand pass away, so she just threw it. She's kicked it out on the full. Lining up for goal. A chance to put a second goal on the board. Sydney by 7 points. 22 plays onto herself. Decides to kick. Green just landed in her back. Plays on quickly. A chance to reload the attack now. Slams it on the boot. Easily takes the mark. 30 metres from home. Going for goal number 2. That kick is missed. The lead is now 8.
Sydney have been poor with their ball use. They've turned it over on too many occasions, and it's allowing the opposition chances to score.
22 plays it to herself. Gets the handball away. Good-looking kick off the boot, and it's sailed through.
No doubt about it.
She's excited about that one. Sydney have kicked the last 2 goals. Now they lead by 14.
Sydney are taking advantage of their ruckman's ability. It gives them first use at the stoppages and forcing the opposition to defend.
Sydney would love to make the most of this opportunity. She likes her chances from here. Smiles all round. That's 3 in a row for Sydney. Sydney by 20 points. Opportunity for Zelke. Just put it on the boot. Great mark under pressure. She can put it through. Drop punt straight through the middle. Celebrating hard. Sydney doing well at the moment. About to resume hostilities.
Sydney have been extremely...
Just dismisses her opponent. Gaz, what are your thoughts on that opening term?
Sydney should be happy with their lead, Hutto. They came out focused and committed to a very good game plan.
Time to see if there's anything interesting in the stats.
Sydney have turned the ball over a lot trying to play aggressively. It's where they turn it over, which doesn't make it as dangerous.
Thank you, Gaz. We're ready for second quarter action. We resume hostilities. Sard with a big fist on it. Dunn couldn't complete the tackle. Does well to get it out. Has a player running for her.
Thank you, I'll have it.
There'll be a ball up in the centre square. What can you tell us at this stage, Gary?
I'm waiting for something to change the way this game is going right now.
Umpire pays the free for a deliberate. Moves the ball by foot. A solid mark from 4. Uses it by foot. The mark is taken by 14. With quick hands, she has the ball. This for goal number 5.
Clear.
Sydney, 27, play Gold Coast. 0, decides to play on. Great tackle.
Great tackling there, Hutto.
Plays on now. 22 releases by hand. Ball gets cut off. 4 wants to keep it moving by hand. Takes possession. Racking up possessions now. What a kick! And she puts it through. Gets some reward for her efforts. 33 points the difference.
It's great to watch, Hutto. Plenty of excitement.
We're back in motion. Gillespie Jones won the hit out. Got boot to ball. 22 has a great set of hands. She drives it towards goal. Congratulated by her teammates. Sydney have 6 unanswered goals. The margin is 39.
Sydney, ruck work needs to be a bit better. Too many of their hit-outs are getting sharked by the opposition.
Didn't disguise that well enough, and it's been called deliberate. Stanton now heading to the bench for a break. Sinks the slipper into it. Has to do better than that in the mark contest. Kassler blasts it inside the 50. She takes the mark. She's got the football now. The ball in the hands of Boyd. Sees it over the boundary line. 22 missed the target. Ball over the boundary line. Can you tell us anything at the moment, Gaz?
I'd love for the coach to send a message out there and tell these players to take the game on.
Umpire calls for the ball. Gillespie Jones just swats it away. Got the hands free. Just not good enough with that kick. The lead is now 40. Plays on. Missed the target. And the chance at goal is taken by Sydney. That's number 7. Incredible. They stretch their lead with that effort. She acknowledges the crowd. We're back in the middle to resume play.
Sydney are making the most of their ruck dominance. It's one area of their game that seems on top here.
22 elects to kick. Doing well to intercept that kick. Sydney fans would love to see this one sail through. The kick goes out on the full from Jans. 28 coming onto the ground. Goes by foot. Saad determined to reach the ball. Drop punt. Finds its way home from Boyd. That will settle her nerves. Gets her first on the board. That pushes the lead further out. They get around her after that effort. The umpire set the bounce to restart the game. She seems to be struggling at this stage. It might be time for a break. Jans gathers it now. Ball collected. Fends off the tackler with a driving kick. They didn't mark it. The umpire calls for it. Sydney with the upper hand at half-time, leading by 52.
Sydney have had a solid first half and will look to show more of the same in the second.
Here's Gary to take a look at the key stats.
The Suns are giving up too much free space on the opposition. They're allowing them too much room and easy contested ball.
Thanks, Gaz. It'll be interesting. The third quarter about to get underway. Back with another centre bounce. Gillespie Jones got the tap. Gives the old don't argue. Chose to kick it. Spills the mark. Gives away a free for in the back. Gate urged on by the crowd. Prepares the kick. Might be too far out to score. Does well to cut off the kick. Kicks along the wing. Intercepts the ball well. She's worked hard and probably needs a chance to rest. 4. Uses it by foot. The umpire will ping her for deliberate. A-Train making her way onto the field. 22 gives it off, and now they go. Sees it out of play.
There's not too much going on out there at the moment.
The ball is coming back into play. Gillespie Jones gets it down. Links with hands, linking by hand, fights the good fight, avoids the pressure. Couldn't keep the ball in play. Ball tossed back in. Winning it was Gillespie Jones. Going for goal number 1. Marks now and can send it back. Lobs the handball. She's got the footy in her hands. She gets her hands on the footy. Just sends it into space. She's in charge of the ranking points.
She's doing everything right.
She decides to go for home. Look at her. She really enjoyed that one. Sydney lead is now 58. Guides it down. Is in her possession. It's a turnover. Ball up in the centre square. Saad hurls it away. Needs a bit of a rest. Just gave it away. Balla will be the recipient of the free. Kicks inside the 50. Oh, what a hanger there. Putting this one through would give Gold Coast plenty of confidence. No problems with that kick from 17. That's her first, and delivers with a desperately needed goal. She's really enjoying that goal. Back in the middle now. Slapped away. Pushes off the tackler. Gives a don't argue. Zelke gets the loose ball. The ball mopped up. Yorston is streaming past and gets the footy. I haven't seen her for a while, Gaz.
That's right, Hutto. She just can't seem to get into the game.
Uses the hands instead of the body, and it's a free kick. Intercepted. Moves it by foot. It was always pushing that post and pushing so hard it's hit it. Plays on from the kick in, hands that ball to the opposition. Kicks it out of the back half. Mops up the loose ball. Sweeping handball. Poor handball. Causes a turnover. The kick ends up hitting the post. Sydney go over Gold Coast by 54. 12 takes the mark. Uncontested. Advantage. She has the ball. She's really making a big impact in this game, Gaz.
She looks likely today, Hutto. She's kicked a few goals and doing some real damage.
Quick handball, puts the handball out in front. Sydney supporters delighted by that effort. Gets her first. 4 love kicking that one. Now they lead by 60. Centre bounce. Gillespie Jones palmed it down. Movement by hand. Sends the ball inside. Sydney leading by 60 as we go to the final turn.
The Swans fans will be hoping they can hold on and get a memorable victory today.
Plenty of scoring opportunities in the third term. It'll be interesting to see which team can capitalise in the final quarter. Umpire ready to begin the last turn. Umpire ready to resume play. Punched away. Saad slips high and gives away the free kick. Wants to move it quickly. Takes a strong mark. Good opportunity for Sydney to put a goal through here. She takes aim. The drop punt sails between the big sticks. They are starting to stamp their dominance on this game. The teammates rush over.
This is how they can score big, Hutto. If they can do that on a consistent basis, it's massive. That's a really good team goal. Sydney are leading the inside 50s, and right now that's converting into scores.
Back in the middle. Sydney win possession. Zelke made the tricky bounce look easy. Handball finds 22. Goes with the kick. Finds the loose ball. 4 getting in on the act. She's got the football now. Goes backwards now. 8 wins the ball in the air.
Sydney haven't been able to set up many set shots at goal, but I'm not sure that it's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way.
Out on the full. Decides to keep going. 17 tackles well and wins a free. Dragged down by 17.
Constant pressure and rewarded.
Brilliant tackle and wins it.
Coaches love to see that kind of tackling pressure.
No questions about that decision. A drop punt through the goals. A time to celebrate, and don't they get around Watson. Gold Coast close the gap to 60.
That Sydney have actually turned it over more than the opposition, but they haven't allowed that to translate into scores. It's why they're still in front.
Balla didn't see what was coming.
Showing some really good pressure there.
A strong pack mark. Umpire calls advantage. Boyd whacks one on the boot for goal. Sydney finds a way to get that one through. She loved that one. The margin is 66.
A great bit of play that resulted in that goal. Some great ball movement there. You just knew they were going to score.
The game is back underway.
Sydney needs to do a better job and gain more clearances at the moment. They're getting beaten in the contest and it's affecting the scoreboard.
Ends up turning this ball over. Looks up with a kick. She looks like she needs a spell. Good mark and looks to send it back. Manages to get a hand to it. Wants to keep it moving. Handballs to no one in particular. Hands it out to open space. Boyd just took way too long. Fails to fend off the tackler.
Brilliant chase.
4 drives it at goal. Looks okay off the boot. Look at them celebrate that effort. About to resume play. Gillespie Jones does well. Zelke struggling to run at the moment. She puts it out on the full. Releases the handball with the ball now. Pushes through with power. Downey wins it back. Manufactures the handball. She heads for home.
Yeah.
Pretty happy with that one. Sydney have 3 in a row. 78 points the difference.
It hasn't always been clean, but they've got the goal. She knew that was home as soon as it left the boot. Sydney have been giving the opposition a chance to move the ball around freely, which is working because they're getting on top once they force a contest.
Gold Coast never really looked like winning. Gary, what did you think of today's game?
There was a clear difference between the sides today. Just a bit of extra toughness and a touch of class. It's no surprise they had a big win.
Thanks for that, Gaz. Sydney come away victorious with 90-12. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Gaz.
Thanks, Hutto. Until next time, that is.
It's the sunset.